When working with functions in Excel, it can sometimes be a little bit tedious or even error prone to type in the function manually. So Excel has a really nice feature that allows us to insert the function using a dialog box and kind of a little wizard. So let's just say, for example, I wanted to sum up these three values here. So what I can do is very simply go over here to this fx where we have this insert function. And then all I need to do is type out the function I'd like to apply. In this case, it's going to be sum. Click on go. And now you can see here is select a function and then very simply click OK. Now this dialog box pops up with the name of the function and then some fields that I can very easily populate with whatever cells I'd like to add up. Now you'll also notice that down on the bottom it is giving me a little description of the function itself and possibly the outcome of that function once I do put in my variables here. And then also notice here again is the formula result. And if I wanted to go even further and get some more help on this, in case it's not clear to me, I can click on this link and it's going to take me to the Microsoft website. So let me go ahead and clear this out as if nothing's in here at all. And then all I'm going to do now is just sum up these three, because I'm now going to leave this dialog box and now just highlight back onto my spreadsheet. It goes back in there. There's my 55,000. I click OK, and now you have it. Let's go ahead and do that for average and count. I click on FX once more time. I'm going to go ahead and just type out AV, ERAG, and now I hit go, and now I'll hit OK. And now this time I'm going to go ahead now and just very easily highlight these three numbers. There it is. And then you can see there's my outcome, my formula result. Click OK. And now for count, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to click on FX. And you can see here I have this select a function, and it is showing me kind of more commonly used functions. You can also notice that we have this select a category. If you click on the drop down, it's going to show you all the different function categories you can choose from. So you can see by financial, date and time, statistical, etc. This just happens to be right here. So now I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. And now what I want to count up, I want to count up all of these. And now you can see it's going to show 12. I click OK. Now let's go ahead and do one that's going to maybe be a little bit more complicated. I'm going to click on this if tab, and now I'm going to do an if function. And I want to say, if any of these numbers is greater than 10,000, I want to show up with a Y. And if not, I'm going to have it show up as an N. So I'm just going to very simply just choose this empty cell, go back to FX, and now you can see here is if. But if I wanted to, I can very easily type out if in here or go to the category where it lives, which is going to be logical. But I'm going to go ahead and just go to if, click OK. And now it's going to allow me to then say, what's my logical test? Well, I'm going to say if this number, and all I did was click on it, is greater than 10,000, then if my value is true, what do I want to show up there? I'm going to put in quotes the letter Y. And if the value is false, if it's not greater than 10,000, in quotes, I'm going to have the letter N. Beautiful. And now we're going to see that if this number is greater than 10,000, it's going to show a Y. And if it's not, then it's going to show an N. Now, what this is allowing me to do is prevent all kinds of different mistakes and even have to memorize or even understand a lot of the syntax. So when I click OK, you're going to see that here's my syntax here. You can see equal sign if, open parentheses, B2 is greater than 10,000, comma, and in quotes, Y, comma, in quotes, and close the parentheses. So for complicated formulas, even ones more complicated than this, or even more simplified, you can see how nice and easy that makes it. Now what I'm going to do very simply is now just do an autofill to make this formula spill down to the rest, and we check it out. This 623 is in fact less than 10,000, so I get an N. This one is greater than 10,000, so I get a Y, and the rest of these check out. So you can see how nice this insert function tool is to make inserting our functions a lot easier and less error prone, and possibly even more efficient. So try that out, and we'll see you in future lessons.
What was your favorite part of this tutorial? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.